Micah 7 and verse 6. For the son dishonoreth the father, the daughter riseth up against her mother, the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. A man's enemies are the men of his own house. Matthew 10 and verse 36. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Call Halayim La Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah Ba'ashim Kakodash, and double honors to the big brethren, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and to the rest of the brethren on down is teaching and preaching this truth of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, Shalom Bayat HaDawadah, and to the Akim and Akwathium that's out there repenting. Shalom to you, Mashbaka. Shalom, Yasharala. I just want to read a few scriptures based on betrayal and treason. But first, before I go into these scriptures and play this little bit of this video, I want to go into those two meanings first. Bear with me.
Betray. Betray. Betray.
Betray. Expose one's country, a group, or a person to danger by treacherously giving information to an enemy. What it says, unintentionally reveal, be evidence of. What it says, for betrayal, break faith with, play someone false, fail, let down, double cross, deceive, cheat, give away, denounce, sell out, stab someone in the back, bite the hand that feeds one, turn traitor, blow the whistle on, rat on, shop, stitch up, do the dirty on, rat out, finger, job, pull, and shelf, delate. But the point is, let's go on this, turn traitor. Betray a group or person. See, so what is he? He's a betrayer. Because first of all, what does it say? Expose one country or group or a person to danger by treacherously giving information to the enemy. Now, he's given false information to the enemy, but nonetheless, he's given some information to the enemy. And he's given false information to the enemy. So that makes him even more dangerous. Let's go into that word. Treason.
Treason. Treason.
Treason. The crime of betraying one's country, especially by attempting to kill the sovereign or overthrow the government. And what do he think he trying to do? He commit treason because he think he trying to attempt to overthrow this truth, and that ain't gonna happen. What the scriptures say, roughly paraphrasing, but you ain't gonna overthrow this. If this was of man, it will come to naught. But if it's of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, it will not be overturned. But what is he doing in the process? He's committing treason. Because he's trying and seeking to overturn something. You ain't going to overturn the works of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah at all. But look what it says, treason. The crime of betraying one's country, especially by attempting to kill the sovereign or overthrow the government. What it says, treason, treachery, less majesty.
Lèse majesté.
Less majesty, disloyalty, betrayal, perfidy, perfidy, deceitfulness, untrustworthiness. And it says what? Duplicity, infidelity, sedition, subversion, mutiny, rebellion, high treason. Let's get that one. A crime of betraying one's country or countrymen, especially by attempting to kill, sovereign, or overthrow the government. Okay. But you see what he's doing. Dumbass. We have always had betrayers within our nation. Those that sided with the enemy to overthrow you or to thwart your righteousness. It would be better for him to cast a chain about his neck and jump in the water with cement boots on. It would be better for him to do that. But I'm just going to bring out a few scriptures because we always had betrayers within our nation. And they ain't no good. They ain't no good. No good. Like, I can't stay. I ain't gonna even fit run my mouth. Let me just let this go and let him speak, say what he gonna say. And look how look at him. I'm tired of these niggas, man. I'm tired of them. Backstabbing niggas, wicked niggas, two-third niggas. I'm tired of all y'all asses. And then on the end, when this is over, I'm gonna put this other thing over on this, just to see, cause this dude is an idiot. I don't like motherfuckers like this. Here it is, the truth has been going out, and you want to still be holding on to lies. And you would ban with your enemy. You would ban with your enemy just to come against the truth. Always had betrayers. Always had betrayers. Always. Check this out. Listen to him.
Just know that when you're talking to somebody who is a Hebrew Israelite, and I'm going to say this later when I talk about the tips on how to really reach them, the first thing that you had better figure out before you make an...
When you see any of our people that talk like that, man, get away from them. Get away from them. They can't be trusted. Because when they talk like that, you already know who they have been around. And hey, they have been around them a lot. I don't trust no motherfucker that try to talk like Edomites, that try to sound like Edomites at all.
Assumption about what this person's view is or their beliefs is what camp are they coming from and what sect of Hebrew Israelites are they coming from? So, and then you also have people who are going to subscribe to the whole Bible, but you're also adding on the Apocrypha. So you have the New Testament, the Old Testament, and the Apocrypha. All right. Third thing is some of them believe in the Bible. Right? Now, once again, how they interpret the Bible, as we're going to see in just a moment, is very different oftentimes than how we would interpret it.
Slakia. What did he say?
The Bible, as we're going to see in just a moment, is very different oftentimes than how we would interpret it.
What did he say is very different from how we would interpret it? Do you understand what he just said? Look who he's talking to. He's talking to an Edomite. And he said it's quite different from how we would interpret it. He interprets the Bible the way the heathens have taught our dumbass people to interpret the scriptures. Like John 3:16 is talking about everybody. The Most High love everybody. All people throughout the world, everything, don't matter who they is and what they at and what they is. He love them all. That's their interpretation of it. But let's get into this betrayal, because that's what this is about. That's what this is about. We're going to get into these scriptures on betrayal, because we always had these individuals of our nation to do what? Betray. Who better off to start off with? Let's start off with Mashiach first. Because we always had these individuals that did what? They betrayed us. Let's start off here. Matthew 10. And I'm gonna start at 1. Matter of fact, man, yeah, I started 10 and 1, but the point is 4. Matthew 10 and 1. And when he had called unto him his 12 disciples, he gave them power against unclean spirits to cast them out, and to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease. Now the names of the 12 apostles are these: the first Simon, who is called Peter, and Andrew his brother, James the son of Zebedee, and John his brother, Philip and Bartholomew, Thomas and Matthew, and the publican James, the son of Alphaeus, and Lebbaeus, whose surname was Thaddeus, Simon the Canaanite, which was an Israelite, and Judas Iscariot, who also betrayed him. So we always had these individuals of our nation. You just sitting back slithering, hating your own people, hating Mashiach for he was telling the truth. And look at this fool. He trying to band up with the Edomites because he hate his own people. You can see how he talk. He hate his own people. You motherfuckers try to have these old Edomite qualities, but then you try to identify yourself by your own culture. Look at his hair. You know, you try to act like an Edomite, talk like an Edomite, but then you want to have some code be rooted with some cultural identity of yourself. If I may be use those words like that. Sellouts ain't nothing but betrayers. And you betrayers, y'all gonna get put to death. Y'all gonna get put to death. And I'm gonna bring that scripture out too. You gonna get put to death. Let's go to Matthew. Let's get some more on this betrayal. Let's go to Matthew 17 and verse 22. Straight to the point. For the sake of time. Matthew 17 and 22. And while they abode in Galilee, Yahushua said unto them, the Son of Man shall be betrayed into the hands of men, and they shall kill him, and the third day he shall be raised again. And they were exceedingly sorry. Like, man, like, Lord, like, you gonna be betrayed? Who gonna do it? Who you think it was? One of your own. One of your own. Let's jump to this one. Matthew 20 and verse 18. Straight to the point. Behold, Slaki, I go up, now I start at 17. And Yahushua, going up to Jerusalem, took the 12 disciples apart in the way, and said unto them, behold, we go up to Jerusalem, and the Son of Man shall be betrayed unto the chief priests, and unto the scribes, and they shall condemn him to death. And you had who? They was also betrayers of Mashiach Yahushua. Yeah, Judas betrayed it too, but they was betrayers too. Of our own people. Of our own people, man. Fucking disgusting. Of our own people. And this dude should be ashamed of himself, man. You should be saying, okay, let me see what these, is these guys telling the truth? Let me see. Before I open my mouth and try to side with Edomites, my enemy, let me search the scriptures and let's see if these guys is actually telling the truth before I open my mouth. But no, our people don't do that. You have so much hatred for your own people that you will side with the enemies. You will side with the enemies. That's how much you hate your people. You don't even want your own land back. You don't even want to be around your own people. You don't even want to rule these heathens. You want to stay in the position that you in. You want to stay being ruled over by these dirty dogs. You fucking unbelievers gotta go. Matthew 26. I'll read another one again. Matthew 26 and verse 2. Matter of fact, I started verse 1. And it came to pass when Yahushua had finished all these sayings, he said unto his disciples, Ye know that after 2 days is the feast of the Passover, and the Son of Man is betrayed to be crucified. He's telling you, like, man, I'm gonna be betrayed. I'm gonna be betrayed. By who? By your own, man. By your fucking own. Absolutely, that's disgusting, man. Verse 24, Matthew 26 and 24, starting at 23, and he said, and he answered and said, He that dippeth his hand with me in the dish, the same shall betray me. The Son of Man goeth as it is written of him. But woe unto that man by whom the Son of Man is betrayed. It had been good for that man if he had not been born. So you want to side with the Edomites, and you want to go against your brothers, beginning with the elders and apostles of great millstone on down, that's preaching and teaching this truth? It would have been better if you have never been born, buddy. It would have been better if you never have been born. How disgusting to side with an Edomite against your own people as if somebody go benefit from lying. We ain't got shit as it is. We want back what we lost. Now, what would it benefit us to lie? What would it benefit us to lie? We ain't got shit right now as it is. We ain't got our land. We ain't got nothing. So what would it benefit us to be lying? You dumb, stupid coon. Always had these betrayers. Let's jump here. Let's go to St. John, 15th chapter. Go straight to the point. And verse 20. What did Mashiach say? St. John 15 and 20. Remember the word that I said unto you. The servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my sayings, they will keep yours also. So these same betraying ass motherfuckers that was back then, hey, guess what? They back right now. And they gonna do the same thing. They gonna betray you. Mashiach said we not greater than our master. We not greater than our Lord, man. If these backstabbing ass coon motherfuckers of our own nation betrayed Mashiach and our forefathers back then, hey, they gonna do the same thing to the true believers right now today. They going to betray us. Period. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting, man. Let's go to St. Luke. Let's go to Luke 21. What Mashiach say here? St. Luke 21 and verse 16. Now I started 15. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. And ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinfolks and friends. And some of you shall they cause to be put to death. Your own people is going to do this. Your own people is going to betray you. Brothers, friends, parents, your own people is going to betray you. Even betray you to get put to death. Just to save their own ass, they will join on with the heathens and they'll tell lies just to get you killed, just so they can think they're in good favors with the damn devils. These motherfuckers ain't no good, man. They ain't no good. Ain't no good. Let's jump to the Maccabees, because we always had betrayers. Always had betrayers, man. Always. Always had these coon ass motherfuckers of our nation to betray their own people, man. And that is a shame. Just a few more and I'm going to end it off. That's a damn shame. First Maccabees 6, and I'm going to start at 16. First Maccabees 6 and 16. So King Antiochus died there in the 149th year. Now, when Lysias knew that the king was dead, he set up Antiochus his son, whom he had brought up, being young, to reign in his stead, and his name he called Eupator. About this time, they that were in the tower shut up the Israelites round about the sanctuary, and sought always their hurt, and the strengthening of the heathen. Wherefore, Judah proposed to destroy them, called all the people together to besiege them. So they came together and besieged them in the 150th year. And he made mounts for shot against them, and other engines. How about certain of them that besieged got forth, unto whom some ungodly men of Israel joined themselves. So what did our people do? Here it is. You joined on to the heathens. The heathens taking your land, defiling shit, and then the righteous came to take their stuff back. Come to take Jerusalem back. Come to take our stuff back. And what did you do? You had those of our nation ran to the heathens. Always had betrayers, man. Always had betrayers. Let's jump. Let's jump to 1 Maccabees 11 and 21. I'll read up one. I just started 11 and 20. At the same time, Jonathan gathered together them that were in Judah. Slakia. 1 Maccabees 11 and 20 to 21. At the same time, Jonathan gathered together them that were in Judah to take the tower that was in Jerusalem, and he made many engines of war against it. Then certain ungodly persons who hated their own people went unto the king and told him that Jonathan besieged the tower. So you had what? Our own people running to Antiochus them, running to these heathen-ass Edomites to tell them, they taking our stuff, because you made a covenant with them damn devils. Always had backstabbers and betrayers in our people. And Mashiach is coming to kill all you backstabbers. He coming to kill all you motherfuckers. So you might think you holy. You might think what you're doing is right. What you're doing is wrong. You're speaking against the truth and you joining on to the heathen against your own people. Well, you coons, you got to go. And I'm going to end it off there. I'm sick of these coons, man. I'm sick of them. I just wanted to bring those few scriptures out, because we always had betrayers of our own nation. That you would join on to the goddamn enemy and betray your own people. You should be ashamed of yourself. And I'm going to end it off there, because I done ran my mouth enough. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh Shah. All praise be to the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah. Why Abba Babal? Why Abba Babal? Death to this goddamn place and these 2/3 motherfuckers right along with these heathens. And Shalom Yasharallah and Barakatham.
been the Caucasians that have been in charge of the scriptures, right? For millennia. Lamentations 5:10, our skin was black like an oven. Job 30 verse 30, my skin is black upon me and my bones are burned with heat. Deuteronomy 28 verse 68, and Yahweh shall bring you into Mitzrayim, Egypt again with ships. And the way of which I said to you, you shall see it no more again. And there you shall be sold to your enemies for slaves and female slaves, and no man shall buy you. And that is what happened to the regal class of the house of Judah. And I want to give you a brief history. I won't go into it too much, but I can't just make that statement because there'll be people that will push back. But I want to give you a brief history on slavery. I was just amazed, I got to tell you. I mean, when you come to America and you talk to people about slavery, you can talk to black people about slavery, white people about slavery, and they'll give you all this history on slavery, and it only goes back to the 16th and the 17th century. And you're like, don't they teach you the history of slavery? Why? Ask the bloody question. Why are they only teaching you the history of slavery as far back as the 16th and the 17th century? Why are they only going that far back? Because they don't want you to go farther back than that, because then you'll actually find out the truth. But from the 16th and 17th century, it would teach you about slavery. You've got to go further back, and you've got to understand and question, why do they do this throughout the whole of America, in all the public schools? Why do they only go back as far as the 16th and the 17th century to talk about slavery? We've got to go further back than that. Because Islam designed infernal slavery. And then the Ashkenazi Khazars, those who say they are Jews and are not, are the ones that marketed it, and the regal Negro nomads, exiled from the kingdom of Judah, were the main recipients of it at the hands of the indigenous black Africans.